Today we're going to slide behind the seat and check out this beautiful red 1969 Chevelle Super Sport. This is an older restoration that still looks absolutely fantastic today. If we look up and down the sides of the body on this 69 Super Sport, it's laser straight. The paint does have some little rock chips and stuff in it just because the previous owner decided, last couple owners drove it. So it's a fantastic turnkey driver. Sounds awesome. It's got a nice cam in it. It's got a nice set of headers, power steering, power brakes. This car has just a perfect Chevelle Super Sport sound. As we go and look at the inner fenders, they did a fantastic job painting this car. You can tell the every piece of it was all taken apart, painted, and all bolted back together. And I'm guessing just from looking at the body and paint chips, stuff like that, I'm guessing the paint job's probably 10 to 20 years old. And we lightly buffed it when it came in, and it looks absolutely gorgeous today. If we look at the front and rear bumpers, both the front and rear bumpers do have the original oxidation to them from being 40, 50 years old. They're nice straight bumpers, but as we look really close, you can see just those little hairline cracks on there, which gives the car just a nice little original patina to it. The SS grille does have a couple spots that is broke on it, right at the very top. The guy wants to make it perfect. He'd want to replace the grille, but the grille and headlight eyebrows and stuff like that are all original. As far as the grille chrome goes, it's nice and straight. It's got just a little bit of oxidation as well. But again, as we look underneath the hood, the motor runs great, sounds great, and it's got a ton of horsepower. As we look at our gap here, it lines up beautifully across the top of the hood to the top of the fender, and we have a really nice even gap from front to back. As we go across the top of the hood, the paint is beautiful on it. If we look up close here, it's just got a few little spots where we just buffed it, and so inside just a few of these little tiny little dirt specks in the clear, you've got just a couple little white specks here and there on the car that need to be taken off yet with some more polish. As we look at the gap here as well, you're not going to find one to fit any better as far as on the top of the hood and the top of the fender. It looks absolutely gorgeous. It's riding on a nice set of SS rims, 14-inch correct style rims, 225 7014s on the front. They are BFG. As far as our front fender paint goes, absolutely no bubbles or blisters down low. Looks nice and clean. You can see a reflection anywhere in it. We've got a few little chips and a couple little tiny little scratches right there in the front. A couple little touch-ups right there. As far as our door gap from top to bottom, the door gap is excellent. And we do have just a little bit of a bubble right here, just a little dirt speck or something right there, very, very small above my thumb. Rocker panel looks great. Again, we have a few little chips on the top edge of the rocker panel just from driving, rock chips. No bubbles or blisters in the rocker or the lower quarter. That looks excellent. Bottom corner of the door is fantastic, and our gap is great. And check out how this door fits. It just sucks in there very, very nicely all the way from top to bottom, guys. Our body line's nice down there. Over the wheel well is excellent. Lower quarter is excellent. Again, we have a bunch of little tiny little rock chips in the back behind the wheel. And there's one little outward ding right here, guys, where the jack or something in the trunk must have come in contact with it just a little bit. I'll try to get it at the right angle, but it's got a little outward ding right there. As we look at the quarter panels and we look at the body and the straightness of it, it's just super nice. dual exhaust sounds fantastic. Again, the original back bumper does have some little pits and stuff in it, but it's a nice straight bumper. The back chrome along the SS and the SS 396, all that looks good. Original taillight lenses and original taillight chrome, has a few little pits and stuff like that in that. As we go up here to the quarter panel where the quarter meets the roof, a lot of times you'll see some bubbles or blisters or bodywork there. Absolutely nothing on the passenger side. It's just gorgeous. As we go up in here on the roof, there's not any hail damage, no dings of any kind. It's all been wet sanded and buffed beautifully. I got Dalton helping me today. I had surgery in my hand, so I'm kind of limited what I can do. The corners of the doors in excellent shape. This is a really nice car, guys. I mean, it's just a turnkey driver. I love the exterior. It's super straight, very solid, very nice. Inside door panel, armrests and base are in excellent shape. Window cranks are good. I noted on the inside of the fenders, you can just tell the quality of the paint that was done years ago, and you can see that same kind of quality as we go in here, guys, on the inside of the doors, the inside of the fenders, the back side of the fender. Nice job on the door jambs. The dash pad is in excellent shape. The seat covers, again, they're older. If we look here, and it's not on the actual seat cover itself on the top side, but on the bottom side where it meets here, that is ripped way down here underneath the car, underneath the seat. Other than that, our seat backs are good. Dalton's going to get that opened up for us. Our paint in the door jambs, there's no tape line. The paint in the door jamb is as nice as the paint on the outside of the car. Very professionally done. Carpet, interior, all that stuff, guys. If it's not original, it was done, I'm guessing 30 years ago or so, long time ago. Seats still look good. Headliner looks great. There's no wrinkles or rips or tears anywhere in the headliner that I can see. The dome light works. It's got some Alpines in the back. Back door panels are in great shape, both of them. The rear sail panels are nice and tucked in nice. All that plastic or that black trim looks great around the top and around the back window. Besides that spot in that seat, the interior is in great shape. Hey, Doll, do you want to see if you can get in that glove box and see if there's a radio in there, aftermarket? This thing's got a great sound and cam to it. It's just got a nice lope. As we look at the top of the quarters, the top of the trunk lid fits absolutely perfect. Both sides, guys. Look how nice that fits. Here's our trunk lid. Fits with that chrome really nice. This car's got a really nice fit and finish. We talked about the driver's side part of the roof where it goes into the quarter. Same thing here. There's absolutely no body filler lines, no issues that I can see anywhere. And a lot of times when a paint job is 10 to 20 years old, that stuff will kind of start showing. Behind the rear quarters, no bubbles or blisters. We just have, 30 or 40 tiny little rock chips down there. Wheel well trim's nice, no bubbles or blisters there, no issues on the quarter whatsoever. It's straight as a string. No waves, no issues that I can see. If I got in the right light, I'll try to point it out. Right here above my thumb, guys, there's a little tiny, smaller than a dime, just a very, very small ding. Door gap is perfect again. Lower part of the front of the quarter is perfect, no bubbles or blisters, nothing in the door. As we go across the rocker panel, there's a few chips in the top of the rocker panel. A little paint run right down here, guys. It didn't get wet sanded and buffed out. I can't really feel it though, but just if you look at it in the right light, you just got just a little bit of a paint run there. I'm sure that could be easily wet sanded and buffed. Body lines look good. Top of the fender looks great. Paint looks excellent on the fender. Looks like original mirror. The original mirror looks really good yet, guys, but has just a little patina to that. SS 396 door panels. Door panels look great. They're not brand new. They're older, but they still look really nice. Corner of the door is perfect. Like I said, hard to find a Chevelle this solid. Door jamb paint just as nice as the rest. Does have the retractable seat belts in the front, and you do have the seat belts in the back as well, guys. We do have a tilt wheel. It's got the aftermarket Chevy rim steering wheel on it. As we look at the driver's side seat here, I didn't notice it before, but as I look straight down on it, there is a little separation right above that cord. So the seats show a little wear, but all in all, guys, for a driver, I wouldn't mess with the seats. The seats look great on it. Inside the trunk's perfect as well. We'll get behind the wheel once and just see what I can do here. Dalton's gonna help me with the video camera. I can't use my right hand at all, so. We're gonna talk about the gauges here quick. We can get those in. Gas gauge, temperature gauge, oil pressure gauge. Oil pressure, we're right in the center, a little over center. Temp gauge, we're right in the center as well. Gas gauge is full. Factory tach works perfect. Get down a little bit. Right there, guys. Wipers work and they park. It does have a tilt wheel, guys, which is super nice. Heater fan works. We can hear that go on, and we use that on the way out here. As far as it's got the original AM Delco radio, it's got new speakers, guys, new Alpines in the back, so I'm not sure. I got to use the key to open up the glove box right now, so I'm not sure if there's an aftermarket radio in there or not, but the original AM FM stereo is complete but does not work. Factory clock doesn't work, probably just needs to be reset, but the wipers and gauges and everything else works perfect on it. This thing just sounds fantastic. The steering wheel, shaft is all painted nice, the steering column, the dash looks great. There's no cracks anywhere in the dash pad. Headliner's perfect, visors are tight. I mean, this is a super nice car. We just put a new master cylinder in it, bled all the brakes. Transmission shifts great. Shocks feel good. We didn't bottom out with both of us in there. The front suspension, guys, is absolutely perfectly straight down the road. Brakes are perfect. Not a pull anywhere. I had no hands on the wheel right there. Just runs and drives perfect down the road. It's got a lot of get up and go. Does sound good. I'm gonna have you go through the gears manually, Dalton, with your left hand there. Okay. We go through first, second, third. Take it down. Transmission shifts perfectly. This car is a lot of fun. It runs and drives awesome. The only thing we got, guys, is the speedometer's off about 10 to 15 mile an hour. Probably needs a new gear put in the transmission, just that little speedo gear. But this thing runs and drives